This next thing I want to show you is very high on my list of the 30 most important things you should check before you go on a long cross-country trip. And you probably should do this even if you don't go on a long cross-country trip. But if you have a 1995 or older Mercedes-Benz with a radiator that has a plastic tank, this is the key here, remember. It has to have a plastic tank. Now my 300 SD Casper that just went cross-country to Atlanta, it had a metal tank, so you don't have to worry about those. But if you open the hood and see a radiator here that has a plastic tank, this is something you need to check. Well, Kenny, are you trying to scare me? Well, I am. I've seen probably about 10 broken radiator necks from plastic tanks in my experience. Now, if I've seen 10, how many are there out there? I've had 2 of them where I've taken off the hose clamp, pulled the hose off, and they've broken right here in the shop. One of those cars was mine, and the other one was my daughter. So now you might understand why I'm trying to emphasize this so much, but these plastic necks right underneath this clamp tend to break off. And when they do, this upper radiator hose will fall off while you're going down the freeway, and unless you're diligently watching your temperature gauge, you'll fry your engine. Okay, so this 240D, which I'm prepping for a long cross-country trip, is going to get my neck reinforcement kit. Now let's see if this one breaks. I've loosened up the clamp here, and this is what I'm saying. You'll start twisting on this, and all of a sudden it will come off. So this one doesn't look too bad. I'm not seeing any cracking or any deforming of this neck. A lot of times you'll see this get squished down. A couple of the reasons this happens is, number one, lack of the proper coolant, and number two, I think it has a lot to do with this really narrow hose clamp, and the narrow hose clamp squeezes down right in the center of the neck, causing it to break. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my kit. This is the kit that I offer. It has a piece of copper pipe which is going to go in and reinforce the inside of the neck, and a larger wide clamp plus epoxy in order to hold that pipe in place. I do have another kit. If the neck is already cracked, you want to use my heavy duty kit, because you can fix these if the neck's already broken, but I warn you, if you do that, you're at risk, okay? So I'm going to clean this up, get this all prepped, get this installed with the epoxy, and I'll come back and show you the finished product. At the same time, I'm going to go after the thermostat. Since I've already drained about a gallon and a half of coolant out of the radiator, I'm going to go ahead and remove this thermostat housing and change the thermostat, because I have no idea. And if a thermostat's going to fail, it's usually going to fail on a long, high-speed trip. Here you can see the finished repair. You know, I was very careful to thoroughly clean the plastic and rough it up with sandpaper. I also roughed up this copper tubing with sandpaper because you want it rough for that epoxy to stick. And then I dry fitted it, and if it's a little long, you can cut the excess off. You want it sticking out about a maximum of 1/8 of an inch. And then I applied a thin coat. You don't need a lot because this is a fairly tight fit, but I applied a thin coat of the epoxy both inside the neck and on top of this tubing when I install it and let it dry. I decided to go ahead and order up some new radiator hoses, so I'm not going to reinstall that right now, but I wanted to show you the difference in the clamp. Now, using the wide clamp that comes in our kit, you can see that that clamp spreads that load out across a wider surface and will remove some of the stress related to squeezing down on this plastic. So between this wide hose clamp and this copper insert, I don't have to worry about this neck breaking and ruining my engine. I've always said that rapid coolant loss is the big destroyer of car engines. And you have to be careful, not only the radiator neck and the hoses, but you need to pay attention to this. Because on a long, high-speed trip, if you have a bad radiator cap, you're going to be losing coolant out the overflow. Now look at this. Look at how bad that is. I mean, it's probably been on there for 20 years. I'm checking the sealing ring inside here to make sure that's not damaged. That looks good. But I'm going to install a new cap so I don't have problems with losing coolant when I'm on the long trip.